In today's video, you'll learn the one key element to creating a successful B2B video marketing strategy. One that I just learned recently that doesn't just help with video marketing, but also B2B marketing overall. Let's take it to the next level. Hi everyone, I'm Carl. Welcome to Next Level Video Marketing, a channel where you get the latest strategies and tips to help you achieve your marketing and business goals through video. Now remember, if this is your first time on this channel and you want to get the latest strategies to maximize the impact of your videos, hit the subscription button below, hit the little notification bell so you don't miss anything. Over the course of the year, since returning to B2B marketing after several years in B2C marketing, I wanted to refresh my skills.
Nunchuck skills, bow hunting skills, computer hacking skills.
I've been consuming a lot of podcasts, a lot of videos, a lot of content just to level it up. Now there's one key podcast that really refocused my thinking and really changed my outlook in marketing and B2B marketing. And that was the State of Demand Gen or Demand Gen Live podcast hosted by Chris Walker. Now, if you don't know who Chris Walker is, to me, he is the pioneer, the leading force right now in B2B marketing, really cutting edge and really challenging the traditional ways how B2B marketing is currently being done. So I've implemented a lot of the key concepts and strategies that he's talking about, which has led to significant impacts in our B2B marketing. That includes more SALs, more SQOs, better quality of leads, leading to more pipeline revenue and so on. And the core concept that really ties everything together and that really helped refine how I thought of marketing is the difference between creating demand and capturing demand. So let's define the two, look at the differences, and let's start with capturing demand. This is where you're capturing all the businesses that are actively looking for the products and services that your company provides, or specifically looking to buy from your brand. They're actively looking for the solution to the problem, but I would argue this is only about 5 to 7%, obviously dependent on industry, of your total addressable market, your TAM. So the activities with capturing demand are usually the activities you'd associate with demand generation, things like SEO, paid search, review generation, lead generation, and conversion rate optimization. This is where there's a massive focus on MQLs or marketing qualified leads, where you're trying to get as many MQLs as possible and hopefully you can lead nurture them to become SALs, transition them to your BDR team or assign them some arbitrary lead scoring. Then that leads to hopefully transitioning a good chunk of them to your sales team and eventually closing to become your customers. Now there's two reasons why traditional B2B marketing is super focused on this. One is it's easy to measure, and two, it's led to predictable revenue. So let's tackle the first one, easy to measure. You can create a lot of different attribution models from this. Like for example, you're driving people to your Facebook lead ads or your Facebook ads that then drive to some sort of landing page or lead gen form. Then from your lead gen form, you turn them into an MQL based on some sort of lead scoring criteria. Then your BDR or SDR team then starts engaging with them. Hopefully they reach either a critical score or they can pass them on to your sales team, which then they become sales qualified. Then your sales team works them until they become a customer. And by using this model, you can start creating all these different attribution reports, therefore leading you to think that you can now measure every single step that the customer takes to buying your product. And from a predictable revenue model, you just start working yourself back. Well, if we need to hit this revenue target, then we need to have this much pipeline, then we need to have this much SQO, then we need to have this much SAL, which means that we need to have this many people we talk to, which means we need to have this many MQLs, which means we need to have this many demo requests. Now, one more key point of capturing demand is that it's really focused, again, as I mentioned, on that 5 to 7% of your TAM, or all the businesses that are currently just actively looking to solve their problem or actively looking to buy that service or product that your company just happens to sell. And remember, there's still that 80 to 90% that are not actively looking, but eventually will. And this is where creating demand is just as important. So the activities associated with creating demand include building your brand, creating awareness of your company's products, your services, your perspectives, your values, really making sure that your customer knows that you can solve their problems and that you're top of mind when they're actively looking to buy. Now, this area is where not a lot of traditional B2B marketing is focused on because of the reasons that are opposite to capturing demand. It's not easy to measure, and because it's not easy to measure, there's a perception it doesn't lead to predictable revenue. And one more benefit, if you're actively engaged in demand creating activities, when those companies are ready to make the purchase or actively looking for the solution to their problem, your brand or business will be top of mind. And that leads to higher quality of leads, which leads to more pipeline, more SQOs, more SALs. And that concept is what I've applied to our B2B marketing, and it's made a significant difference. So how does understanding the difference between creating and capturing demand relate to creating a video marketing strategy? Well, that's easy. By understanding the difference, you'll be able to create strategies and videos that pertain to both without neglecting one or the other. So there's 6 key areas whenever I'm creating any B2B video marketing strategies or B2B videos that include both creating demand and capturing demand. So the first one is making sure your customer actually understands the problem that your business is solving for within your industry. The second one is, do they actually know about your company, your UVP, your products, your services? The third one is, do they know that your company actually solves for the problem that they have? The fourth one is making sure you're reaching as many people and businesses as possible within your TAM, specifically in your ICP. The fifth one is making sure that your customer actually sees your product and services in real life situations. And leading to the sixth one is that when they are ready to buy or ready to make the purchase or actively looking, that your product and service and your company is top of mind. So here's some examples of videos that you can create for both areas. So videos for creating demand include educational videos like how-tos, interviews with subject matter experts, both internal and external, promo videos for ebooks, guides, or even videos about objective industry reports. Demand capture videos could include case studies, testimonials, videos addressing your brand, what it's about, your values, brand perspectives on topics and issues important to customers, product videos, explainer videos, how your product works, how your product actually solves the customer's problems, and related to case studies and testimonials, how customers are actually using your product to solve their problems. By understanding the difference between creating and capturing demand, you're going to be able to create a more holistic B2B video marketing strategy, one where you don't neglect one or the other. I also recommend not to just limit this concept to video marketing, but to include this in all aspects of your B2B marketing. I believe it'll make a significant difference. Now, if you want to learn more about B2B video marketing best practices, you got to check out this video here, as well as this playlist on other B2B video marketing strategies. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in our next episode.